Mantras are one of my absolutely favorite business growth tools and absolutely favorite manifesting tools. And I truly believe that when we know how to use mantras properly and when we do use their power, they can profoundly affect the way we manifest, create, and live. So today I want to share with you 5 of my absolutely favorite abundance mantras that I've been using for years. And I believe that this will bring a lot more ease into your manifesting process, into just creating what you desire with far more ease. I will also share with you how to use them to get the most amazing effect out of them. So let's get started. And just in case we don't know each other, my name is Lenka Lutonska. I'm a creator of business energetics and a limitless millionaire mentor for powerful women, spiritual change makers and entrepreneurs. So I welcome you here. Please feel happy to subscribe to this channel where I shall share twice weekly useful activations or spoken language activations, tools, energetic processes, and a lot more to help you deeply connect with your creative power and bring a lot more ease and grace and flow into growing your business where you want it to be, growing your impact where you want it to be, and receive far more and all that you deserve. So let's get started, shall we? First of all, what I consider to be mantra and abundance mantra? Well, these are, if you like, the statements of truth. Why I personally don't believe that what is absolute truth can impact us greatly, meaning what is the absolute truth about the universe, how the universe works, how this thing called life works. We could argue about it for many hours or perhaps days or weeks, but to be honest, what is absolute truth how universe works, it's not going to make as much, nowhere near as much impact as what we perceive that truth to be. Because your own perception of truth, or what you consider to be truth, that is profoundly impacting how you function from moment to moment, what you're attracting from moment to moment, and what you're creating from moment to moment, what you're manifesting from moment to moment. So mantras are your statement of truth that will really support you in manifesting that which you desire. It's a certain perceptions of truth that when its power is unlocked, they will open your receiving channels, manifesting channels, and creative channels so much. So for example of mantra, let's just give you one easy one, which I'll cover as we go along, is what I want wants me more. It's a simple statement. What I want wants me more. But you see, when you feel into this mantra, it has got a certain frequency, just like any other mantra, any other statement of truth will have a certain frequency. And when you contemplate on that mantra, when you step into it, so to speak, when you assume it's your truth, then that energy, that frequency is touching every fiber, every cell of your body. It's activating in you channels that have not been activated before. It simply connects you to your greatest creative power that creates universes. So I'm going to share with you the 5 of my very favorite abundance mantras that hold very high frequency and really, really high creative manifesting power. Now, mantras such as what I want wants me sounds like an affirmation. Yes, it's simply a statement, affirmation. However, I use the word affirmation very carefully because typically we've been used to use affirmation in a way that I'm going to reprogram my mind. I'm going to convince myself that this is my truth. And therefore, there's typically lots of resistance. So example of another mantra that sounds like affirmation would be, I'm insanely rich. Let's just say, I'm insanely rich. And that can be a very powerful mantra, that can be almost like configuration of the universe, the perspective, the state of being which you can step into. But if you use it as are affirmations typically used, you kind of want to convince yourself that it's true. I'm insanely rich, I'm insanely rich, I'm insanely rich. And typically your human brain, it goes like, that's bullshit, if that's definitely not true in your physical reality. So it will put up what we call critical faculty barrier, that part of your mind that distinguishes what is reality and what is not physical reality yet. So it will put up, like, it's not true. So convincing ourselves doesn't, it can work, but it takes a lot of effort. So, however, you can use the affirmation, same affirmation, I'm insanely rich, as your statement of truth, as mantra, and in there you would not try to convince yourself or repeat until you believe it true, but you would basically step into configuration of the universe where it's true already. Because if you have in front of you some mantra or statement of truth or affirmation, if you like, that expands your heart, that, oh, I love this, I love the possibility of this, that means it's within you already, it already pre-exists, and all the elements with it. So that configuration of your universe, the truth already pre-exists in you. So you're simply calling that energy into your body. You're stepping temporarily into that mantra or affirmation, if you like. So let's dive into those 5 favorite abundance mantras of mine, and then I will tell you a few more tips how to use them to its greatest effect. Okay? So the first amazing abundance mantra is, an entire universal creative force is flowing through me right now. I am an entire creative universal force. And you might want to write this down. So this statement or mantra, statement of truth, has got 2 sentences. And that is that an entire universal creative force is flowing through me right now, and that I am the entire universal creative force. So with this statement, what you're doing is, when you're contemplating it, when you let that energy go inside of your body into your energetic being, is you're connecting with the full creative power that already pre-exists within you. You see, we people are often like fish in the ocean that are looking, where is the water? You know, imagine this little fish in the ocean thinking, I want to find the water. It's my desire to discover where is the water and use the full power of it. Where it is, I'll dedicate my life. I'll take courses. I'll read many books to discover where this water is. And that's what we often do as human beings, not realizing that the water, which is actually that entire universal creative force, the God consciousness, if you like, the creator within us, that power that creates miracles, that creates universes, that is behind every single manifestation of yours that you appreciate. That is not somewhere where you need to look for it. It's all around us and it's flowing through us, just like that fish, you know. That water, she flows through that water. She's using it constantly. That fish is using the water to float, to swim, but is not aware of it. So this statement is, in a similar way, is helping you to connect yourself with that full creative power of the universe that is at your disposal right now, but you may be disconnected from it. Because when we're disconnected from it, we are still trying to manifest, but it's like we're trying to hoover, and without actually the hoover being plugged into electricity. It's blinking hard. So this statement is connecting you to that electricity, so to speak. So your knowledge in here, when you contemplate on this statement for perhaps few minutes, you let it repeat yourself, you're stepping into it, you feel the energy of it, or maybe write it down. You are connecting yourself with that full creative power that is within you. So again, you can say it with me for now. An entire universal creative power is flowing through me right now. I am an entire universal creative power. Now notice the words an entire universal power. It's not partial, it's full universal power that has created stars, that has created the universes, is at your disposal. It's in you. You are that right now. So you creating the deep union and connection through this mantra, and that can be very, very powerful. So once again, say it with me, step into that energy, let it flow through your body, where an entire universal creative power is flowing through me right now. I am an entire creative universal power. With this, you stay with this for just a few minutes. You let it be one with this truth, and you just put your manifesting abilities, creative abilities, from wherever they are to 150,000%. Okay? Next, favorite, amazingly powerful abundance mantra. Anything is possible. Anything is possible for me. Anything is possible for me right now. So this mantra, I feel like, builds on the first one. And here, when you connect with that full creative power of the universe, you are simply acknowledging that in this energy, anything is possible. You can even contemplate on just anything is, anything already pre-exists. It's not that I'm like striving to create it like a human being from scratch. It pre-exists. Vibrationally, anything is possible, anything pre-exists. So anything is possible. Anything I desire already pre-exists vibrationally. It's available to me. Anything is possible for me, for you as a human being. And anything is possible for me right now, because all the possibilities already pre-exist vibrationally, and they pre-exist in the eternal moment of now. It's not a matter of future. I need to strive. Anything is possible. Anything is possible for me. Anything is possible for me right now. Again, incredible mantra that will connect you with your full magician consciousness. Mantra number 3. My circumstances do not matter. My state of being matters. Now, I love this mantra because it reminds me that my circumstances, what I see with my physical eyes, hear with my physical ears, they do not matter, as in they do not turn into matter. They do not materialize. They do not manifest. So circumstances that I observe do not create more of circumstances. Circumstances do not matter. How much money I've got on my bank account today doesn't dictate how much money I will have tomorrow. How much love I have in my life today doesn't dictate how much love I will have in my life tomorrow. How my business is going today doesn't dictate how my business will go tomorrow. Circumstances, what is materialized already, do not matter, do not turn into matter, do not manifest. My state of being matters. It's who I am inside, that vibration, that identity of mine, from which place I operate, that modus operandi, that matters, that manifests, that creates the circumstances. So of course, if I'm disconnected from this inner self, that identity that is fully connected with that full creative power and lets it flow through me, then of course that will often create circumstances that we do not like. We are separated from that power and we buy into illusions. So we may be functioning from place of lack, and we are, looking at, oh my gosh, this is only what I have and it's not what I want, blah, blah, blah. So of course, that if we're buying into that will manifest itself. But if my state of being is in that identity of full universal creative power, if the knowing that anything is possible in that source of that creates, then what I manifest is limitless. What I can manifest is completely limitless. So I'll repeat it again. My circumstances do not matter. My state of being matters. My circumstances do not matter. My state of being matters. My circumstances do not manifest more circumstances. My state of being manifests circumstances. Okay? Now, I used this mantra also whenever I felt challenged on my way to creating something I desired. So you set an intention, you activate that possibility, you then are stepping on that bridging, where you are vibrating in a new way, but there is lots and lots of adjustment. I call this the 9 stages of manifestation or becoming. So there is lots of adjustment in this period of bridging happening, and until you then manifest it. So on this bridging part, sometimes we can feel challenged, as in we vibrate something new, we chose something new, we align our actions, our choices with something new. Yet what we're seeing manifesting around us may be something different. So whenever I notice that I'm challenged, then I use this mantra to soothe me, to bring me back to full manifesting power, because what I currently see doesn't matter. My state of being matters. That creates. Okay? My favorite abundance mantra number 4. My desire is how the universe wants to express itself through me right now. I'll repeat it again. My desire is how the universe wants to express itself through me right now. And I love this mantra because it puts me in full acknowledgement that I'm not in this alone. I don't have my desires just for purely personal, maybe you might say egoistic reasons. Oh, I want that, or I want that, or I want that. Whether it's something I want materialistically, or something that I want to make a huge difference, or something where I want to grow, something I want to travel, I want to experience. These are not just my desires. These are desires of the universe within you, how it wants to express itself through you, because we are, as human beings, eyes and ears and hands of the universe. The universe cannot express itself without us. That's why the universe decided to separate itself into various different perspectives, into souls, into us human beings. So when I feel desire, I acknowledge that this is not just my desire. That's not I made it up. It's how the universe wants to express itself through me right now. And it immediately puts me in that co-creative space rather than I want to make it happen by myself, by maybe a little bit efforting and prostituting. How do I make it happen? Pressure. I've got to make it happen now. I'll let that desire, that idea, I let it work with me, and I do my part. Of course I'll do my part, but there is so much that is happening behind the scenes of my human senses, where the entire universe is creating through me. I've got help of the entire universal forms, of all the angels and fairies and elements and guides. You have an entire army behind you when you desire something, because your desire is God's desire. How the universe wants to express itself through you. So I'll repeat this again. My desire is how the universe wants to express itself through me right now. So I let it. I'll give myself to it. Okay? And the last one, the 5th abundance mantra that I absolutely love, is building on the previous one. And that is, what the universe wants, the universe gets. Therefore, what I want, I get. You can change this to your liking. It's very, very powerful energy, but you can change this where you feel the most creative power. So I'll give you some alternations of this mantra. So I said, what the universe wants, universe always gets, right? I mean, can you imagine the creator within you deciding that it wants to experience something, create something, and not getting it? That just doesn't add up. It's the entire universal form. Or if you like the God, what God wants, God gets. It's limitless creative power. Therefore, because it wants to express itself through me, what then I want, my desires, which are the universe's desires. What I want, I get. What I choose to create, I create. I love this mantra because it helps me to get out of the way and let the universe do its work through me. Yes, I'm a co-creator, but I don't need to strive because what the universe wants, universe gets. Therefore, what I want, I get. And it's amazing belief to have. What I want, I always get. What I truly desire, I always create. Because what the universe wants, the universe gets. So adjust it what fits better with you, especially the labels. You know what resonates with you most? The universe, the creator, the source, the God, if you like. Use the labels here, what resonates with you most, but allow yourself to acknowledge that the creator, whatever the creator wants, creator gets. Therefore, what I want, I always get, because the universe creates it through me. I'm open channel. Thank you. So great one to get out of the way. So these are my 5 absolutely favorite abundance mantras because they really connect us with that full creative power. It helps us to get out of the way, so to speak, get into that co-creation mechanism. And how to use them? Well, you can pick 1, 2, or all of them in order and contemplate on each of them for a minute, 2, 3. Simply repeat them quietly in your mind and let the energy of them flow through your body. It feels delicious. You feel expanding from within. And or sometimes what I do, I write them down over and over again. There's something magical about the writing, so I use that to connect with these statements of truth even more powerfully. So again, for a minute, 2 or 3, so you simply enjoy the energy of them in your body. You're connecting with the truth. Now, when you do that, what you could additionally do, what I often do, because now, especially if you use all of them or even few of them, you will be really at the full creative power. You will be connected to that electricity. So what you can additionally do is to pick 1, 2, or 3 more personal mantras where you direct that energy which you're in, that full creative energy, and you decide about your new truth. You activate new truth. So for instance, this would be the one where you decide from this energy that you are, let's say, insanely rich. And you stepping into that, so you're starting directionalizing this power, creative power, into something more specific to you. Or it can be that you have got some tangible, if you like, goal or intention, so you can state it here as well and just maybe repeat it. So for instance, I have created X amount of impact this month, or I'm creating X amount of, like, maybe financial impact in the world this month, or I'm receiving this amount of money this month. It's like your decision. That's how it is. That's your desire. You stated it. That's done. That's the command to the universe, if you like. And you just acknowledge it. It's truth that it is so. Yes, I am receiving whatever amount of money this month. I am receiving X amount of money this month. So this statement, this personal mantra and statement of truth will gain so much power after you get fully into the power, you see? So use some of these or all of these 5 abundance mantra to connect yourself with that deepest power of yours. And then, you can use to set powerful intentions to connect with the truth of your intentions to essentially manifest that which you desire way, way more powerfully. I hope this makes sense. And with this, I will say just for now, goodbye, and I will see you in the next video. So much love. Bye-bye.